All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Hey guys, welcome back to the other side of the coin. No live streams today. We've done plenty of live streams in recent times. So today I want to focus back on some of the latest Chelsea news that's taking place and get some opinions from you guys as well. Two particular news that I want to talk about, both transfer related. So it'd be interesting to see what you guys have to say about this. So please comment below what your thoughts are after this video. So first of all, guys, let's get straight into this. There's, as you can see, there's, let me just change this view a little bit. So the first particular news that I want to talk about, as you can see, is Tammy Abraham is not interested in discussing an extension to his contract at Chelsea while the club pursue Erling Haaland. Now, guys, this particular article came out in the last 24 hours. It was actually talking about Olivier Giroud's performance and how, Chelsea actually might be entertaining a contract extension for Olivier Giroud. His contract is coming to an end at the end of this season, so he'll become a free agent. And boy, oh boy, what a free agent he'll become. There's so many other clubs out there that would want this particular player signing. Even though I think he's 34, he'll be 35 next, I think he'll be 35 this season, this year, and then he'll be 36 next year. But there's still clubs out there that want this guy's service, whether it be from the bench, whether it be as a rotational player, whether even sometimes starting. So there's big demands for Olivier Giroud, and we already saw the kind of stuff he's already done for us in the Champions League. There's some stats going around. He scored more than 50% of our goals this season in the Champions League, which is unbelievable. On a particular season where we're finding it quite difficult to score from, we're not very clinical, Giroud is one who seems to find the net quite regularly. Even in the league, there's been several instances whenever he's started, he's produced the goods for us. So, in one side, it kind of makes me think, well, he is aging. I mean, how much longer can we keep using him? On the other side, I keep thinking, well, he's not a bad option to have if there's an injury, as I said, rotational basis. So he's a very good utility player to have on the side, and is extremely invaluable in the sense of his professionalism. Barely you ever hear anything bad about Olivier Giroud in the media in terms of causing any havoc. He's a fantastic role model for the youngsters as well. He's got some very good friendship within the Chelsea team with many players ranging from different age groups. So, it's interesting that we want to entertain this. And now, going back to this particular news, I can understand Tammy Abraham's stance of not wanting to sign a contract extension, knowing there's massive links about Erling Haaland. I want to quickly just show you this as well now. Chelsea are among the front runners to sign Erling Haaland from Borussia Dortmund this summer. This news is floating around as well. So I think this is quite a big possibility that we could possibly get someone like Erling Haaland. There is still Man United and Manchester City and also Real Madrid who are, chasing Erling Haaland. All of these teams do want strikers, but Chelsea are definitely in the mix. With the pandemic and the buyout clause, Chelsea might try to trigger, Erling Haaland's situation, the whole buyout clause situation, before it comes to a sort of an expiry. That I think that. The buyout clause comes to an expiry in another couple of more seasons. So Chelsea might go in this summer and try and see if they can go above the buyout clause. I think the buyout clause is something around 75 million euro, either pounds or euros. So you'd obviously have to pay more than the buyout clause. So, but Chelsea are absolutely interested. They're not one bit bothered about how much he wants, how much he wants as his salary. I think there's some rumors going around he wants something around 300k pounds per week. I don't think that's going to be an issue for Roman Abramovich one bit, because he's so interested in getting this player in. So this particular news, Tammy Abraham, as I said, one side I understand, because already we've seen twice where Tammy Abraham at halftime getting hooked off under Thomas Tuchel. And he's not an out-and-out striker. It's not like he's put his hand up and said he's the Chelsea #1 striker. There's a lot of rotation that happens within that. Sometimes Giroud plays, sometimes Tammy Abraham plays, sometimes even Timo Werner plays up front. So, yeah, from that instance, if there's massive talks about Erling Haaland, someone like Tammy Abraham, who honestly, there's a lot of people out there in our fan base that keep saying that, he's a perfect backup. Yeah, he is, but I don't think Tammy Abraham sees himself as a perfect backup. He wants to start for Chelsea Football Club. And with the news about Erling Haaland, I kid you not, he probably won't start. He's already not starting, and there's no Haaland. 100% when Haaland comes in, Tammy Abraham is straight away at number 2. So that's that side of the story. I can understand why he wants to leave and get regular game time and flourish his career, play for England, so on and so forth. But on the other side, that's why we've got the other side of the coin. But on the other side, I tend to think, well, what kind of mentality is that from Tammy Abraham? You see a player like Mason Mount, who had Havertz and Ziyech that came in last summer, and you look at Mason Mount. Mason Mount's probably their biggest competitor at the moment. Havertz and Ziyech are finding it difficult to get into the team because of Mason Mount. So Mason has not given up. He's looked at the competition and he's gone head on this. So someone like Tammy Abraham, I'm a bit, I guess from that side, I'm a bit annoyed that what sort of mentality is that? Yes, Haaland is coming in, but it would have been great just to see him sign that contract extension and say, let's see what happens. I'm going to give him 100% and see if I can, rattle the whole situation, be Chelsea's number 1. I welcome Erling Haaland coming into our team. I welcome the competition of Olivier Giroud. I welcome the competition of Timo Werner. But I'm going to train hard and I'm going to show exactly what I can bring. So from that instance, I'm finding a bit, I suppose, difficult that, that mentality. If you don't have that mentality for Chelsea Football Club, you're not going to make it. So if you're already giving up the fact that you're worried that Haaland's coming in, and there's now talks about Giroud probably getting another year's extension, well, if you're not game enough to compete, then obviously this football club's not for you. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts are about the whole Tammy Abraham situation. Do you want Haaland to come in? What happens to Tammy Abraham? Do you want Giroud to get an extension? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's go to the next transfer news, which is this whole thing about Declan Rice. West Ham have said their asking price for Declan Rice this summer. Chelsea are believed to have called their interest. Now, we all know with Frank Lampard being sacked, this was 100% a Frank Lampard signing. He was the only one that was driving this particular transfer. A lot of the board members in Chelsea, articles have been coming out left, right, and center in the Athletic and other places as well, big publications, and they've said that the Chelsea hierarchy never fancied this particular transfer at all with Declan Rice. They've let go of Declan Rice a long time ago from the academy. They don't want to go back and get it. Their whole philosophy is that, they still think he has those deficiencies that they let him go of for the reasons back when he was 14. Look, for me, I don't think that should be the case. I think he's a fantastic player, but I'm just a bit annoyed by the whole situation, how our fan base seems to be praising him so much when we have certain players in our team that they still can't seem to praise when they've been playing well. So from that perspective, I'm just I've got a bit of taste about Declan Rice, and honestly, I wouldn't care one bit if he wasn't signed anymore. I mean, if he does come into our team, fantastic. I'll back him. I'll be absolutely gassed and excited that he's coming. But in a different sense, I don't want now someone like Declan Rice. I'd be more than happy to get someone like Marquinhos or any other defensive midfielder out there. There are very, very good defensive midfielders out there. You go look at French, Liga, and there's plenty of big defensive midfielders out there as well. So that's a little bit of that news in terms of Declan Rice. Let me know what your thoughts are about Declan Rice. Do you still want him at Chelsea? His asking price, I believe, should be around 80 million. I know this particular tweet does not state how much West Ham is asking for, but I think it's somewhere around the 80 million pounds mark. He is their captain, and they're doing really well this season under him. So, guys, once again, let me know what your thoughts are about the Declan Rice. Do you want him in our team? If you've enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. Take that opportunity right now. Hit that like button. Helps the channel out a lot. And yes, if you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. And guys, obviously lots of live streams to come. So look out for that. That's going to be massive. So yeah, until next time.